Ladies and gentlemen, I have figured it out. The truth will be spilled. Now, many of the Sonic fans thought, oh, the old design has been changed because the fans wanted a better design and they just redesigned the old design into a design they preferred. Well, that's what they think, and that's fine. That's completely fine. But that's not the truth. The real truth is, the new design came before the old design. Now you're probably thinking, wait, why? Because the old design was in the Sonic movie trailer. It was the first thing to be released, and it was on teaser posters and everything. Well, yes, that is true. But let's look at the evidence.
Your kind of final resignation, like take the deep breath and
Did you see the evidence? No? Well, let's take a look at this video again.
resignation, like take the deep breath.
Still didn't see it? Well, let's take a closer look at the background. As Jeff is talking to Ben, you can clearly see the new design is hidden right behind the director. He's right there. But how do we know this was taking place before the old design trailer? Well, one, we look at the pictures and videos, and you can clearly tell that this is before the old design was even created for the trailer. Better yet, before Ben decided to voice the old design. They were just going over the lines together. And yet, here is the new design just hiding in the back. So now the real question is, what does this mean? Now, you're all probably wondering, scratching your head, saying like, what the heck? Mind blown? Well, even I'm scratching my head, but let me tell you what this means. What I believe what happened is that the new design was planned before the Sonic movie itself, or all the other old designs itself, is what I mean. The new design was already planned. However, due to the new design's personality and Sonic fans loving Sonic, they were probably unsure that Sonic fans were going to be okay seeing their Sonic being a little, well, different and more depressive, that he was going to be alone and that he was not going to be more like the Sonic everybody knows and loves, like being nothing but brave and never being scared. So they decided to redesign Sonic so it would make a lot more sense and people wouldn't have problems with it. Possibly starting with the older design that we saw back in the preview and the old design that we saw in the teaser, then the trailer. But the reason Paramount decided to leak the old design on a teaser is because they were still unsure that people were going to like that design then. But was it just the design that was the problem? Was it just that his lips and his eyes were going to make people uncomfortable? Of course not. No, the reason why they changed the old design back to the new design is because they knew that since people were backlashing against his looks, they knew the story with the old design was gonna make the movie even worse. So what they did is they reused the previous design that they used or first created for a big reason. And that reason was because Sonic's personality was going to piss off the fans. Just like a lot of true Sonic fans were pissed off that Sonic kept complaining about his life and how lonely he was. That was the reason. But it is also because they complained. Now, I know I said it wasn't because they complained, but this would make a lot more sense. Not only was it because the fans complained about the design, but they knew from the fans' complaints they were not going to like the old design with the storyline, with the plot line. And that is why they changed every single aspect of the plot. Remember that we compared it in the other video? If you haven't seen that before, go check it out. Not sure if that theory was correct or related to this. And remember how I told you how Fowler said it wasn't right for the movie? Well, it wasn't right for the movie. Sonic fans were gonna complain so much about the plot that Sonic the Hedgehog was living in a forest and feeling like a nature documentary. I mean, really, that's what I believe they were gonna think. But I honestly, in my opinion, I love that plot. It was pretty cool and pretty sad. At the same time, because it gives more emotional moments with Sonic and Longclaw. And this also explains why they had to cut some scenes for the movie and why the movie kind of felt very, very short. Remember, we were going to have that whole long beginning of that terrifying scene with the alien old design, alien hedgehog, just versing Crazy Carl in a creepy way, just coming at him and teasing him and everything. Kids were not going to like that. Not at all. That was a very bad plot for Sonic fans. And I'm not gonna lie, they were not gonna like that. That is not who Sonic is. However, that is a very, very cool plot. Like Paramount said, general audience was going to like. So there you go, guys. The new design was not created out of people's imaginations and people's work of art. However, you do wonder how or why Paramount did copy the fans' Sonic Movie 2 trailer. Well, I kind of got a little pissed off at that. I'm very sorry. They didn't copy, is what they did is that they did it for the fans. But let me explain. Now, you're probably thinking, if they did this for the fans, why didn't they do that for the fans? You know what? If you know what I mean. Well, they slightly did do the new design for the fans because they knew the fans were going to be uncomfortable with the old design and the story. So that's why they changed it back to the previous design. So they probably did that in a way to thank the Sonic fans for speaking up and saying something. Because they were probably unsure if the fans were gonna be pissed off about the new design they had planned before the old design, and it was gonna go wrong. Now you're probably wondering, what about the shutdown of Paramount, or whatever happened to the workers who got fired and who redid the design? Well, the truth is they did redo the design, but how? If the design was already planned before. Well, sure, it was already planned, but possibly not already created in CGI. So, what they did is that they asked the people to once again redesign Sonic back to the original form they started to go with, along with Tyson. Now, I believe Tyson did help them, but not at the time they said he did. I believe what really happened is that Tyson helped them before, and they were, again, unsure, and they just wanted to go with a different design for a different personality of Sonic the Hedgehog that he doesn't have in all the other games and other TV shows, such as the anime, and yeah. So there you go.